Hello Year 1 and welcome to Friday's maths lesson. This week we've been looking at numbers up to 50, okay, and how to recognise them, and tens and ones, and looking at how the digits change the number that we're looking at. Today we're going to have a look at ordering numbers to 50, so let's get started. Okay, so here's just a brief outline of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at easy ways to show which numbers are bigger or smaller than others by looking at the tens and ones in each number. So let's start off here. Now we have three numbers here, 6, 9 and 3. Now if we wanted to put the smallest number first and then they get bigger, so smallest, then we keep going, this next number will be the biggest, next biggest one, then the biggest one here. So we could simply do this by looking at each number. How many digits do all these numbers have? Good, they have one digit each, 6, 9 and 3. Now we could simply use our counting skills to work out which is the smallest. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've ordered these numbers starting with the smallest one here, and as we go across they get bigger and bigger, and at the end we have the biggest number. Now let's look at these two here. Okay, we've got the number 8, good, and the number 14. How many digits has this number got? One digit, excellent. And how many digits has 14 got? It's got 2 digits. It's got a 1 here and a 4. And as we've learnt before, when the number's got 2 digits, the first digit is the number of tens. So again, we could look at which number is the smallest. Okay, we would say 8 is the smallest, because when we're counting, we count this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, another way to look at it is, if a number only has 1 digit, that will always be smaller than a number that has 2 digits, because this has 0 tens, that has 14 has 1 10. So, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no tens and 8 ones. Now, although 14 only has 4 ones, it still has a 10. Okay, so this would be the bigger number because it's got more tens. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, 3 numbers here. So this number here, 24. How many digits does that have? 1, 2. 2 digits. It's got tens and ones. This number here, which one is this? 41. Excellent. 2 digits, a 4 and a 1. 4 tens, 1 1. And this number here, 17. 2 digits, a 1 and a 7. How many tens has this number got? Good. 1 10 and 7 ones. Now, all of these numbers have 2 digits, so we can work out the order just by looking at the tens. Okay, 24 has 2 tens, 41 has how many tens? Excellent, 4 tens, and 17 has 1 10. Brilliant. So if we're looking for the smallest number, smallest one first, we're looking for the number with the smallest amount of tens. 2 tens, 4 tens, 1 10. So 17 has the smallest amount of tens. That will be the smallest number. Now, how many tens has 24 got? 1, 2. How many tens has 41 got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 24 is the next number there, and then 41 is the biggest number. So that's how we can look at the tens of numbers which all have 2 digits to see which one is the smallest. Okay, now let's try this one here. What number is this one? 31. How many digits? 1, 2. Okay, this number here, 13. 2 digits, a 1 and a 3. Now these numbers have the same digits, 3 and a 1, 3 and a 1. They're just the other way around, so that will mean the number will be different. This number down here, 18. 2 digits. So which number is the smallest? So let's work out first of all, they've all got 2 digits. So let's work out how many tens each number has. 31, how many tens has that got? 1, 2, 3 tens. Excellent. This number here, 13, how many tens has that got? 1 10. And 18, how many tens has that got? Now that's also got 1 10. So if we're looking at the smallest number, we're looking for the number with the smallest amount of tens. This one's got 3, this one has 1, and this one has 1. So both of these numbers, 13 and 18, both have 1 10. So now we need to look at the ones of each number to see which has got the smallest amount of ones. How many ones has 13 got? Excellent, it's got 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and how many ones has 18 got? It's got 1 10 and excellent 8 ones. So let's try and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now just so we're doing it with all the numbers, 31 has 3 tens. How many ones has it got? Excellent, it's got 1. So we're looking for the smallest number. So we're looking for the number with the smallest amount of tens, which we worked out was 13, has 1 10, and 18. So it's one of these two numbers. So then we look at the ones, and which one has the smallest amount of ones? Good, 13, it's only got 3. So 13 will be the smallest number. Okay, now we're looking for the next smallest out of these two. And again, we've already worked out 18 only has 1 10. 31 has 3 tens, so 18 is the smallest one out of those two, and then that leaves 31 as the biggest number. So we've used our knowledge of tens and ones to work out which is the smallest, and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger as we go along that line. Okay, now I think you're ready for a challenge. Okay, on this screen here, you might want to pause it because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, or 5 rows of numbers. There's the black, the red, the green, the blue, and the pink. Work on one colour at a time. So for example, in the black, there are 4 numbers. What I want you to do is write them in your books, starting with the smallest, and then working your way as the numbers get bigger and bigger, so at the end of your line, you will have the biggest number. Okay, so think about how many digits do the numbers have? Is there a way you can tell which one's the smallest there? And then look for the tens and then the ones. Okay, and do the same. So smallest to biggest for all of these. The black numbers, then try question 2, which is the red, 3 is the green, 4 is the blue, and 5 is the pink. And on each one, just write the numbers from smallest to biggest. Okay, once you've done those, let's turn it around. And this time, let's start off by writing the biggest number first, and then move along your line until you get to the smallest number. So you're putting them in order, biggest to smallest. And again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 questions. Okay, and I think once you've done that, I think you're done, and that's an excellent week worth of maths. So well done, and thank you again for everyone who's sending their work in. It's so nice to see. Maybe you're doing this before our live chat, or maybe after, but I'm looking forward to seeing you all and seeing all your toys that you bring. What's your favourite toy? Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye, and there'll be more maths next week. Have a lovely weekend if I don't see you before then. Bye bye.